Reinforcements in transit. Let's keep getting more if possible. I want to try to not go too far overboard on the amount of unemployment we have, so... I need to actually just keep making more ships, reinforce that fleet. Target of Caustus Belli. Now it can use the Hegemon Caustus Belli against us! Why would you do that? We have discovered the remnants of a half-finished Larongo space habitat in close orbit around one of the asteroids inside of our borders. Evidently, at some point of Larongo Braves attempted to establish a permanent presence in the Jushui system, but for whatever reason, this endeavor was abandoned. Due to its close proximity of the asteroid, the unfinished habitat eluded detection during our initial survey of the system. It is little more than a dense collection of space junk at this point. There are a lot of valuable minerals among the wreckage that can be salvaged. Let us salvage everything we can use. Speaking of managing things, planetary features, we can absolutely open up those. Yes, that is fine. Hey, the Kelgen Kingdom has opened their borders, realizing the error in their ways that perhaps they will not be winning this arms race.
Construction complete.
We must destroy this asteroid. Alright, I still need two... Oh, you can... I can produce trade goods. Hydroponics Bay gives me extra resources for free, and the solar powered network gives me more resources for free, and I am better off on... Which planet was I trying to figure out what to do? I think it's this one, on Immortal, to build a stronghold. That would improve my naval capacity. I think that's going to be the best way for us to go. At least for now. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. How are we doing? Well, we are producing more consumer goods than we're spending. So there's no deficits on this planet, which is really good. Oh, and we are actually No, not quite yet. We're almost there, but we're not quite at the point where we're gaining more rare crystals than we're losing.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Expand our borders to there. Let us build that mining station. A new prosperity faction. Interesting. We're back to 2 factions. Hey! Our sun has leveled up. Spycraft or Charisma? Ooh. Charismatic is going to be really good here. That allows even more edicts. By a lot, actually. So Map of the Stars is really good here. But also... Fleet Supremacy would be great. We could still have more. I could get fortify the border for even more star bases. That's more free resources. Sure. I mean, we can't have a ton more, but we could still technically have more. Resource produced from miners is greatly improved. But upkeep per miners is improved by 50. Well, we're not at that point where we can just use that yet. So what I can do is information quarantine. And do I want to do recycling or education campaigns? I kind of want to do both, but I can't afford both, so we're fine.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
If I focus on quite a bit more energy credits for a brief moment, we should be fine. We're going to move there just so that way they can't. 3,000 power. 10 days to destroy the asteroid.
Special project.
It is not an asteroid! The irregular asteroid we encountered in Jesme appears to be sentient in nature. Approaching the orbit of such objects is highly dangerous, and science ships are advised to leave affected systems immediately until we know more about these entities.
Spaceborne life form encountered. Situation.
An unpleasant surprise. The asteroid in Jesme served only as a shell for a massive organism living inside. We have successfully destroyed it and recovered the ISS Mucinus. Caution should be taken in further investigations of asteroids. More of these creatures may be out there, lying in wait of easy prey. But also, we can now research the remains of this asteroid. Hooray! We actually are finally good enough we can stop improving relations with the Gagazian manufacturing. Because on Callistar, aha! We now have a commercial forum, which improves our trader jobs, as well as produces quite a bit more trade. Yes! We're producing a lot of trade now. Good enough. 10 additional will give me a lot more ships. Oof. They're absolutely slaughtering the Solarians.
Construction complete.
Down we go. The investigation to Vevlon 3's missing population has made a breakthrough. Large sealed shield doors leading to a deep tunnel network stand as proof that the that the entire species started to move underground at some point. Cross-examination with geological and meteorological data indicates that the entire planet was gripped by a sudden onset ice age, perhaps triggered by a shift in axial tilt? How do you pronounce that? Axial tilt, which lightly triggered the migration. Excursions into the vast tunnel network are underway. Keep digging! Slewed the sentient scientist. Alright, we're gonna build observation. We're then gonna build a mining station, followed by a starbase over here. Because I do want this ocean. Technological research, more edicts. That's really, really strong. Pop growth speed. Or we can get xenolinguistics. Yeah, we'll get xenolinguistics, so we can become more fluent in decoding the languages of other populace. Sounds good to me. First contact event pending. We have made first contact with the mysterious aliens in the Lagarian system. For now, we have codenamed them Gamma Aliens, until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. And we are still in first contact with 2 other species. Because I am not a very diplomatic species. We're not the ones that are probably going to be getting these two too much. Ooh, Steward Huripoyo has leveled up. Becoming a veteran. Lord Steward Huripoyo, who is currently becoming a spycraft. Let us decide on how to best level up your capabilities as you become a veteran of your craft. If you are still there, you become a delegate to improve the diplomatic weight across the entire galactic community, which is not going to be around for another 25 years. And if we end up joining a federation, more monthly federation cohesion, allowing stronger federation effects. Industrialist. You become a great governor of planets, being able to focus on resource output, as well as being able to make the entire sector produce even more amenities and pop resources. The Ambassador is a veteran focused on counselor traits that you are currently picking up a whole bunch of, increasing your trust growth with other empires, making us become friends with other empires better. Or Advisor, also a counselor specialist, reducing the cost of pops and improving trade. We're going to be letting Huripoyo decide on that, on how they want to specialize their character. In the meantime, we're going to continue to move forward.
Special project complete.
Special project complete? Oh, 1,000 minerals from the shell of that. Go ahead and automatically survey these. Survey systems. Which would be better, Ambassador or Advisor? I personally would want an Advisor, because Ambassador, like, while I do want to become friends with these guys, they're currently very easy to become friends with, and I don't think I have to worry about them too much. I'd rather improve the efficiency of my empire internally. We are now able to observe these guys, so we are getting 4 extra points of society research. Advisor it is. Advisor Huripoyo, welcome. Alrighty, we can make 11 star bases? I guess I should just start spamming them everywhere. Wherever they fit is where they're gonna go. Because, there's not a lot of places for me to get my current benefits. As the game goes on, more astral threads will appear inside my empire, and we'll get more benefits that way. Alrighty. A new faction has been founded. Again? Don't know why they're going to keep going back and forth on that. Solarium Star Regime is losing this fight.
System surveyed. Logger removed.
How are we doing? We have way too much employment on this planet, so we're just gonna have to let that fix itself in a bit of time. Oops. You know what I could do? Luxury goods here. Luxury goods here, and luxury goods here.
Construction complete.
Cuthaloids. We have discovered a spaceborne organism that shelters inside of asteroids. Known as the Cuthaloids, these creatures are ambush predators that are capable of lying in wait for several years to capture their prey. Capable of engulfing entire ships, we should be very careful when approaching unsurveyed asteroid belts, as they are found to be extremely dangerous. The good news is that they appear to be quite rare, and their asexual reproductive process can take hundreds of years. I think we should just study the creatures further.
An alien empire is reaching out to us.
We're currently researching them. There we go. As good as that's gonna get. Still have 2 of those. We're doing really good on minerals. We can actually find something to upgrade. $416, $825. You know what I should do? We should go ahead and just get 2 more leaders. We can get 2 commanders just to govern these planets and improve their resource, because having a leader here is improving it by empire size from pops is reduced. Governing home planet effect is improved amenities. We're gonna go ahead and just get 2 more leaders. Just for hopefully improving, yeah, commanders. Let's go ahead and get Mario Falcidia is really, really good. Unity from jobs. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get the last commander. We're just gonna get the younger guy. Perfect. Better than nothing. So, empire size reduced. It does improve stability, so that should help improve pop growth speed. At least a little bit.
Construction complete.
Yikes! Our archaeologists working on Favelon space. Pause. Favelon 3 have reached a highly unstable section of the ruins. Fortunately, Shroud, the sentient scientist Rock, managed to devise an unorthodox and brilliant way of providing structural support with a complex array of directed energy fields. We can now safely access new areas of the ruins. We got 3 clues! Woohoo! That allows us to finish that progress a lot faster. You're closing the borders with me again? Alrighty, solar panel networks. And hydroponic bays. Solar panel networks, hydroponic base. A new imperialist faction. I don't care about those.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
I would like to vassalize you, but...
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
Some miter artifacts were recently discovered by Shroud at the archaeology sites in Favalon 3. They are currently in the process of being shipped to secure science facility. Excellent. Martial supremacy? Uh-oh. We're gonna go ahead and promote. There you go. And then stop promoting. So I don't need to focus on promoting. As we begin to pick up more and more visual images of the aliens known as the Sin Aliens, we can no longer deny it. We are dealing with a society of robots. It was only a matter of time before this knowledge was leaked to the wider public. The revelation has provoked widespread horror amongst our populace, who have taken to describing them as repulsive toasters. Already, many are demanding that we take action to deal with the new mechanical threat. If I say it can't be that bad, surely, then we're gonna lose a little bit of unity, but I think it's fine. I want to stay flexible in what we're going to be supporting. I like toast.
Technology research.
Yeah, toast!
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
Afterburners. Ooh. Ooh. Starholds would be great. In a defensive sense, as well as drastically improving my resource income. Yeah, let's just do that. Sounds really good to me. Because I can currently have 11 star bases, and I can still make 2 more. Our linguists are becoming increasingly frustrated with our failure to provide them with sufficient material to make progress in decoding the language used by the Quaff aliens. It seems these peculiar aliens are doing their utmost to prevent their signals from being heard by the wrong ears. Yikes. So they are making it difficult for me to make communications with them. So they are probably some form of empire that doesn't like to interact with other empires. Violence at first contact. A vessel we had sent to investigate the Quaff aliens was destroyed in a violent assault by their forces. It is unclear whether they sought to capture our vessel or whether they simply sought to give us the message to keep away from their territory. That is the death of a great leader. This is the first time we've had the death of a great leader. A great scientist, Mamercia Nasidia, has passed away at the age of 64 while in service to our empire. The people clamor for a memorial service to honor this leader's contribution to the shards of the Crystal Empire. A grand event will give everyone closure and bolster our ideals. Set up a foundation in her name. A non-profit foundation has been established to honor the passing of the great scientist Mamercia Nasidia. The foundation masks a step towards peace and interstellar harmony, bridging differences between communities and species. A legacy has been created. Monthly society research improved. Toasty! Well, the Quaff aliens are not to be trifled with. But also, that gets rid of our head of research, which is really bad. Chilito, your services are required. We're going to actually make Septima Trebelia, because they should be higher leveled. Nearly. Just because they also have adaptable, so they gain experience faster. But we are going to want a new science ship and a new scientist. We can get multiple rock scientists. Fortunately, neither of these are really at all what I want. The best one is going to be Sexta Pedania. Hire this leader. And try to steer them to become the best. Oh, goodness. Produced from metallurgists, improved. And have some extra free metallurgist jobs. Ziki, how goes it? Our people are dying. Do I want to make him a good scrapper? Nah, we'll make him adaptable. Level him up as quick as we can. But that's probably somebody we're going to be replacing. Actually, we just... Well, I'm planning on firing that scientist. But I was just supposed to say we hired a new scientist. Do you want me to name him after you? But, I'm not going to lie. I'm more than likely just getting rid of that scientist at the first chance I get. So I would say no for the time being.
Technology researched.
Alrighty, multiple things have happened. Traditions. Never surrender. What happens when we finish getting all this? Defensive platform cap. Starbase upkeep reduced. Oh, yes. That sounds really good. And technology. Faster. Physics research. Specialization for energy generalization. And capacity subsidies is really good here. Yeah, let's just get that.
Construction complete.
Alright, we're going to pause.